In fact, there is one modality that's called the NENN, which is a 90-day modality. 90-day modality. Anna, would you like to just tip on that, please?
So NENN is the practice of measuring how quickly you can bounce back from a challenge or overcoming an adversity, that time span. And practicing that seems quite simple because NENN stands for no excuses, no negativity. So if, for example, you need to attend a meeting and you're not really feeling very well and you phone up and you say, I'm not going to attend the meeting, I'm not really feeling well, that is giving an excuse, okay? Whereas you're saying, I'm not feeling well, but I can learn from the meeting, I'm going to attend the meeting, that is increasing your NENN, overcoming that challenge and bouncing back much faster. But when you do that, magically your headache or you're not feeling well quickly disappears. And that is what we do. But I remember when I did the NENN first time, I reached day 78. And it was with practice and practice and practice and dedication and focus every single day that I got to day 78. And on day 78, something happened and I just lost it and I broke my NENN. And I was so distraught in breaking the NENN because I was so proud of 78 days practicing no excuses, no negativity. And it really is not easy. But luckily tomorrow is a new day, so you can start again. But the learning out of that exercise of no excuses, no negativity is that you quickly change your focus from something that might become disastrous in your life to something that you can take this and build on it and change it to something positive. That is the practice that we are wanting to instill in each one of you. Thank you, David.
Thank you. Thank you so much. Yeah, and it's not an easy exercise. And I said, none of the modalities, some of them are really tough ones, primarily because nothing comes easy in this life. And the key thing is, you've got somebody who's been through the walk. Okay? Now, when I started the coaching career, working with companies that I hardly knew, and I showed you those, and in time developed a portfolio with them that I was regularly getting business. I built a training organization over there. The key element that comes out of all of that is it was very superficial. It was like a robot doing certain things. Yes, you have certain modalities, you take it off the shelf, you go and sell it to a company. But none of that had the feel factor that I'm talking about here. And when I put that in place, and that happened, let me honestly tell you, that happened in 2008-9, when I had the privilege and pleasure of meeting up with one of the world's top coaches in NLP, the founder of NLP, John Grinder. And John coached and guided me through different areas of NLP to such an extent that I collaborated and worked with him in Spain, London. And the key element out of that was these type of practices became from a situation of moving from inside to outside. What do I mean by that? You can think with your head, and when information comes to your head and you work with your head, that's it. Most people are very robotic and they have that. But when it moves from your head to your heart, you play with the feel factor. And when it starts working with the feel factor, your situation of looking at the outcome is different. And when it moves from the heart to your guts, and I spell guts this way, guys, G-U-T-S, the genuine urge to succeed. And when it moves into that depth, breakthroughs happen. Breakthroughs happen. And ladies and gentlemen, that's the key thing you got to look at. How do we get to that breakthrough? There's a roadmap for that. There's a blueprint for that. Now, we talked about the primitive brain earlier. Take a lot of notes on this, please. Most of us have this fear factor of doing things. Most of us have lack of confidence. That's because it's like an amoeba. That's the picture of an amoeba. My team says, this is the closest picture they can get to a true amoeba, that enlarged. So imagine if you look at an amoeba through a microscope, what happens is it moves along in water in fluid. But as soon as you put a dye, a drop of acid, a drop of alkali, it retreats back. And what happens to human beings are the same. They move to a certain thing, and when they see this, they're moving out of the uncomfort zone, like what Anders said at the start, they don't go any further, primarily because they don't have any handles to work with, any support structure. Now, the key element is if you know how to break through that first, the breakthrough of the second is easy, the breakthrough of the third is easy, the breakthrough of the fourth challenge is easy. And this is what we work with, ladies and gentlemen. And that's the angle in which you need to now look at. Each one of us have got amoeba feeling inside of us, amoeba issues and challenges that is holding us back from doing the ultimate. And that is what we're talking about. Now, for that, I've not asked this individual to speak, but I'm going to get him to do this now. Prakash, I met you about a year ago. Now, if you can, in 30 seconds, just point out how you overcame that huge challenge of breakthrough of now being able to communicate. I'm putting you on the platform without even saying so. Please. Give him a time, please. Give him some time.
Yes. Hello, everyone. Thank you very much, David, for that wonderful opportunity. If everyone around is happy with you, then surely you have made many compromises in your life. If you are happy with everyone, then surely you have ignored many faults of others. And the second part of the statement that I gave was what I was looking for throughout. Because my life before MRM was something of this sort. I took a lot of pride in finding fault with others, always trying to shield my own weaknesses. And what was the result? How does that life look like? It was full of anger, frustration, stress, procrastination. And to be honest with you, I was never in my life. I didn't have time to evolve, think of evolving and doing something for myself. I was on somebody else all the time. Guess what? The moment I joined this platform, this David Nair, under his able mentorship and these amazing people, Anda, Tushar, Nadeem, Pragya, and many more, Alka, such a power in the community. They vibrate with a lot of positivity. And that's what I needed, because I've been negative all through. And it took me 6 to 8 weeks to come out of that mess. And I found my why of life. And today, I'm very cool, very confident, very happy. And above all, I could achieve my long-pending dream of becoming an author. And as David was telling earlier, I was a coach before, but having joined this platform, it has taken my ability to impact lives onto different plane. I can strike a great balance in everything that I do today. I'm extremely happy. Thanks again, David, for such an amazing experience.
1 year ago, he would not say hello. I remember that in Hyderabad. Give him a hand, man. Give him some love. Come on, audience. Give him some love. Come on. Thank you, Prakash. 100%, man.